Hi, it's Dennis with Reonac Energy. We're over at Kruger Packaging up in Brampton here. About a year ago we did a complete retrofit of the lighting in the plant. I'm joined today by Jeff Haworth, who's the group controller for Kruger Packaging. And Jeff was quite involved with the project in looking at the paybacks and did it make sense financially, was the energy savings there. At the end, what we ended up doing here was changing out over 400 watt metal halide fixtures and going with our 200 watt Think lighting system. So we achieved over 55% energy savings, yet we increased the light quality and visual acuity in the plant. So, Jeff, thanks for joining us. Just, for our customer audience who's looking at lighting today, there's so many companies going around promoting different types of energy products. Nothing that has our longevity or overall cost. We just wanted to get some feedback from you on how you found the project, living the whole process and having the lights in and realizing the maintenance and cost savings. How was it?
Well, for us, the most important thing, it was easy. We're about making boxes, not obviously changing lights. So it was a bit of distraction, and we didn't want a distraction. So it was easy, and that's what we were looking for. So it was nice.
So you like the Reonac Energy Systems process, I guess we'd call it. We come in and we do a full assessment with you, give you a 12-page report showing your current costs you're after. In fact, we actually did the whole government grant process because there's some government initiatives to pay back for your energy savings. And we actually took care of the install as well, all in one package for you. So that's what you're referring to, I guess. Right. It was kind of hands-off for you guys. How's the feedback been? How do you like the lights now that they've been
very good. They've a little bit of difference for the quality of light, less yellow, more white, which is when you're really looking at our product, it's a little easier to see now. Some getting used to for people. A little, many years of the same type of light, and it's changed a little bit, but I think it's helped a lot. Positioning's helped a lot. Certainly the cost savings are there, which is excellent, and the ability to flip them on and off instantly has been really huge for us, because that's really what has held us back from getting the cost savings. Shutting down on weekends and shutting down at night. Okay. Certain areas we just weren't able to do that before, so it's gone right to the bottom line for us. So it's been.
Why weren't you able to do that before?
With the metal halides, there's a warm-up period, and it was just too cumbersome and too long to wait for them.
So rather than shut them off, they just leave them on.
They just leave them on.
Yeah. Here we were actually able to exceed the 55% energy savings because we, on top of the pure energy savings from the less energy needed for the light, we added in quite a few motion sensors. Right. So your plant now, in some areas, actually the lights shut down automatically if there's nobody around there. Right. So you're achieving 70 to 80% extra savings on those lights. Have you had any adverse effects from having motion?
No, it's very good. I mean, we've got some inventory areas that on the off shifts there aren't a lot of people there, so it's been good. There's no reason for the light to be on, and someone walks in, bang, they're on. Yeah. So that's great.
So out of 400 lights, you're running here 24/7 pretty much.
24/6.
24/6.
Yeah, we usually run.
So you run your lights a lot, and you're high production here with a lot of people on the floor. Right. We've been approximately a year, just over a year now, with the new lights. Have you had any failures?
No.
Haven't had one light failure?
Nothing.
Yeah. So our product, the Think Induction, is actually backed by a 10-year warranty. So you can rest assured you'll have 10 years of that, but no failures at all. Good start.
Very good, yeah.
Have you noticed anything about the heat? Probably you may not have, but some of your people on the floor.
Yeah, it's a bit tough here. You can certainly tell that they're not hot, like the other ones were. We tend to run a lot of steam through this plant, right. So it's a bit hard to tell. But
it won't apply to you.
Yeah, but you can tell that certainly getting near them, you're not having that issue, which is nice because we're stacking paper in this plant, and so if you get near a light, obviously starting. Getting paper hot's not a good thing. So
well, there's actually, with the old metal halides, there's been some what we call passive failure. There's been 4 metal halide lights in the last 6 months that I know of that have broken, and in one case caused quite a bad fire in a plant in Ontario here. So yeah, that's a good point. You don't have to worry about that 700-degree molten mercury running in the lights. These lights only run at 80 degrees. So. Jeff, one of the things you were looking at when we did the lighting upgrade is you're actually in the corrugated box business. You're probably one of the leaders in that business, Kruger Packaging. But because of that, you make some food grade product like pizza boxes. So we needed to have a food grade fixture in place, or what we call shatterproof, I guess. In your case, we asked for it.
Right. Absolutely critical for us. I mean, you know, these days you're dealing with the food industry. Obviously, you can't. You know, the standards are very high. Our standards are even higher, and there just can't be any exception to that. So, having shatterproof glass was you know, a key necessity for us.
Yeah, and that's in Ontario. You have to have the lens encased for food grade. So if a bulb broke, nothing would get out.
Right.
We've done many food grade plants with our light. You guys opted to go up even a step further and go with our poly shatterproof lens on the light, which we did. So photometrically, it's performed very well, and you don't have to worry about that. Just wanted to congratulate you, Kruger, you guys, for your environmental impact here. Today, with all the environmental or energy efficient lighting that's available, I know you guys have experience with T5 lighting or have looked at T8 lighting.
Right.
When you take out one bulb and put up a light with 5 or 6 bulbs in it, and typically those bulbs have a 1 to 3 year warranty on them, so you're going to be having 6 times the bulbs in the plant, and then 6 times 3 changes is 18 times the bulbs over the life. Not only could it be a cumbersome thing for maintenance, your maintenance people would have had a lot more work to do, but those lights have a volatile mercury in it. So especially when you're in a food grade product, if one of those T8 or T5 tubes actually did break and get out, it's in a dust format, right, in a gas. So with our product, you don't have to worry about that.
And you know, and on top of that, not having to go up and replace those lights. I mean, we've got a pretty tight facility here. We've got a lot of product on the floor, and trying to get in between things and in between manufacturing lines to be able to get up and change lights is just difficult at best. So not having to go up there and change them every couple of years it's going to be good.
It's a smart decision, because a lot of companies who we've worked with who were going that road have found that a lot of their energy saving money got eaten up down the road with extra maintenance costs. So
right.
You didn't get the full benefit we give. But yeah, I wanted to congratulate you guys, Kruger, on your environmental impact by choosing the product. Not only for that, you have non-volatile mercury. Actually, on this whole job with 400 fixtures, you've saved over 120,000 milligrams of highly volatile liquid mercury that would have been in the metal halides over the life. What does that mean? Well, mercury doesn't go away, so you're adding more bulbs, more glass, more aluminum housings to recycling and landfill centers. Your overall carbon footprint's reduced quite a bit there. Just on the energy savings, though, we've saved over 810,000 kilowatt hours a year. So you've got that energy savings, plus you've enhanced your light quality.
Right.
Have you guys done any verification on the...
We checked, actually, so and we can see quite clearly our averages have dropped, kilowatt consumption daily. You can see them just bump down on the graph, and it's, you know, pretty evident. So it's we got what we expected, which is good.
Yes. That's critical. I always ask at the, usually at the end of the interview, maybe I'd ask you now, on a 1 to 10 scale, from what you were told you would get with Reonac Energy and the Think lighting to what you've had now that it's been a year from the overall process and the savings, would you say we've achieved a 10 out of 10?
I'd say so, and I think the process was good. I mean, you guys came in, you did the homework. We even had a check with Brampton Hydro, who came in and to verify the grant. They did the same kind of calculations, and they did the check after, and we're getting what we said we would. So
bang on.
That's great.
Good. On top of that kilowatt savings, that's the equivalent of saving over 1,175,000 pounds of CO2 emissions from entering the atmosphere.
Good.
That's the equivalent of taking 130 cars off the road.
I think every little step, you know, stuff when you can find things that are fairly easy to do, and you can have a nice impact. I mean, that's what every business is looking for.
A win-win-win-win project.
Right? You get win both for quality, cost, and on the environmental side. It's a great thing.
Excellent. Just equating that, it's just like Kruger planting over 22,600 trees a year. That's how many full-grown trees it would take to neutralize the CO2. So in your first 10 years, it's kind of like Kruger planting over 226,000 trees for the environment. That's a pretty big environmental step.
Absolutely.
So you've got a win-win on the environmental, which is important to Kruger. You've got a win-win on the financial. As a matter of fact, your payback was pretty much a year on this project.
That's right.
1 year payback.
Right.
That's 100% rate of return on your money guaranteed for the next 10 years.
Yep.
Unless your energy prices go down.
Which, we both
Which we
know that
probably won't.
It's definitely not going to happen. So
yeah, financially, and then the quality of light was a win. So
absolutely.
So the Think induction lighting in the eyes of Kruger, I guess, is a win-win-win proposal.
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to add?
I quite enjoyed the process. Like I said, it was easy, and I got to be honest with you, I was skeptical at the start. I didn't think the first day we met, I thought, sounds very good. Might sound a little bit too good to be true.
Bingo.
And but it panned out exactly the way we anticipated, which is good. And that's there's nothing better than when you go into a project like this, getting out exactly what you expected. So
that's a very critical point, because that's probably our biggest feat we have to overcome. When we walk in and show people a win-win project that makes so much sense, they oftentimes are skeptical or saying this can't be true.
Right.
So we really try and follow through to show people that yes, we achieved exactly what we told you in energy savings. We got you every dollar we told you we would get you in government incentives, and we gave you the light quality that we wanted.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.